Hey man, we're running a little late, but y'all know better late than never. You hear me, man? Tonight, man, talk about some of this wellness check-in since it is wellness month. You know, there we go. There we go. There we go. Well, look at her. Say Leo season is in the building, huh?
You know it. What's going on, bro?
Man, we're loving it, loving life. That's about it, man.
I hear you.
Yeah, yeah, man. Things are starting to move as they should, and new starts, new beginnings. You
Hmm.
know, everything new. So yeah, yeah, just like that.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
So I said we're gonna talk about this wellness month. Since we since we got the wellness month, we're gonna do some wellness checking in.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
that'll
let's
work.
do some wellness checking in, man. Because sometimes, man, we do keep going, moving. Okay, let me get this light on. So we do keep on moving, and then without checking ourselves, man, putting ourselves in positions of, taking a reset. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a big, big key in wellness, man. And a lot of times we just keep going, until our bodies shut us down and we really don't want to be, with our body shut us down. We don't want that type of feeling. We want to just do it on our own naturally.
Hmm.
So that's what I always, try to let people know, man. It's no problem not to rush, no problem to take a break, take a rest, sit down, relax, you know, so so that you won't have to be around here in the hospital because you stressed out.
Hey, I know how that goes because I've been there. When you don't do it on your own, your body's going to tell you what it needs, and it's going to get what it needs when it needs it.
That's right
So
there. Definitely that.
if you
So
don't
brother,
look out,
how
it
you feeling
definitely.
today, man?
I'm good. I feel great.
Yeah.
Ready to get into it.
Go on do your thing then. Let me hear what you got going on today.
All right. Well, we're talking about National Wellness Month, and National Wellness Month began back in 2018 by
Mm-hmm.
an organization called Live, Love, Spa, which is a wellness industry organization that designated August for the annual observance that that encourages people to focus on habits that support their overall well-being.
Right.
So it promotes taking small, sustainable steps to improve what is known as the eight dimensions of wellness. But given the historical context, it goes a little deeper because back in 1948, the World Health Organization adopted a broader definition of what wellness actually meant, or basically what health was. Because before it was all about the absence of disease. Then it became more, well, not just the absence of disease, but also established that it also established a holistic view of health. So looking at it not just as the absence of disease, but it's your physical, your mental, it's eight
Yeah.
different dimensions. So it covers a whole lot of things, which definitely going to get into.
Yeah. So when it's 2016 or
18.
2008, 18.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. Black
So
people or
that's
white
when,
people?
say again,
They black people or white people?
hey, according to the name of the organization, I'd say white, but hey, who knows? The
I'm not
intent
making it about
is
race, man.
to,
I'm not making it about race. I'm just having a
yeah,
good time.
I hear you, me either.
Yeah. Well,
But
shit,
yeah,
go ahead.
that's what.
Yeah, go ahead
Hmm?
and get into it, Mike. I'm just here, man. I'm finding my notes, but I'm here.
Okay. Okay, so then I'll go ahead and get into it. So, the eight dimensions of wellness. All right, this covers the physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, financial, occupational, and environmental well-being. So those
Yeah,
are the 8 dimensions. And the thing is, if you think about it, these dimensions are like a wheel because one actually goes into the other. It's like, well, let's see, let me go into it. Let me not skip around because now I'm throwing myself off.
yeah,
But the organization, the month is usually recognized by healthcare organizations, employers, fitness centers, community groups, and stuff like that. And they usually do it by educational events or wellness challenges. And a lot of times this also health screenings. So it's about actively building healthy habits that improve your quality of life over time. So even small changes like taking a daily walk or reducing your screen time before bed, practicing gratitude, these can all contribute to a better and longer term of health. So you could do things such as walk 30 minutes on most days, sleep
yeah,
7 to 9 hours each night, eat an extra serving of fruits or vegetables daily, practice 10 minutes of mindfulness or stretching, and drink more water, and limit sugary beverages. So these are just a couple of things that you can do. So the month observes is as a reminder that consistent, manageable habits often have a bigger impact than trying to make drastic changes all at one time. So, and since wellness is multidimensional, it's not just simply about being physically healthy. A person can be physically healthy or physically fit, but emotionally exhausted, financially stressed, or socially isolated. So now we get into the 8 dimensions of wellness. We'll start with the physical wellness. So taking care of the body so it can function at its best. And this simple because it's only doing things like exercise and movement, preventative health care, nutrition and hydration. Got to get that water in, avoiding harmful habits, and getting your sleep and your rest. So these are
yeah.
real simple things to do to cover those areas. And if we move into the next one, which would be your mental and intellectual wellness, it would be stuff like keeping your mind active, flexible, and capable of learning and reasoning. So that's doing things like critical thinking, which a lot of us don't do anyway, or learning new things, problem solving, challenging your assumptions, and staying mentally curious. So these things challenge your mind to work instead of just mindlessly scrolling all day. You're
Right.
doing things that actually making your brain work and not just watching stuff flash by. So as you
Mm-hmm.
move into emotional wellness, that's understanding and expressing and managing your emotions in a healthy way. So that would be emotional intelligence, stress management, resilience, self-awareness, healthy emotional expression, and setting boundaries.
Okay.
And a lot of these things is simple stuff, but a lot of times we know it, but we don't actually do it because
But
as life goes on, it's like we get
yeah,
caught up.
what I've realized, man, a lot of us know what to do, but we just don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like
Exactly.
when you're really on your wellness journey and your healing journey, you're gonna start releasing some of those vices that you have.
Mhm.
And a lot of us don't want to release the vice of toxicity, of
Mm. Right.
uh, let's say exercise, like you say, walks in the parks, reading the books. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to release
Right.
your vice so you can start those type of good habits, and then you can find yourself in a place of loss, of delusion. Now you thinking, overthinking. Now you trying to make everything about your point of view, and it's like, nah. You gotta slow down. Release these vices, man. Become less distracted so that you can focus on the key components of your growing journey. You know?
Exactly. And
Yeah,
there's more than enough distractions out there because the best way to keep you from being, I guess you could say, woke, or actually it's more like being your best self,
yeah.
is to
Your
keep you
authentic self.
distracted from it.
Right.
Because that's it, your authentic self. Because if you become that person, now those distractions are no longer useful.
That's
They
right.
don't affect you in any way. You become the person to think. And if you're thinking, you start to realize that a lot of things that are coming at you make no sense. Because the government has always been based on fear. As long as they keep you mentally in a state of fear,
Oh yeah,
you don't pay attention to what's actually going on.
yeah.
So they telling you about, oh, this going on in Iran, they're doing this, or this is going on, or the crime rate is rising. But you can
But so
see for yourself what's going on in your neighborhoods.
now let's
And,
take it a step further. Just like this Bill Gates with this lab meat.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So while they talking and Bill Gates is over here, they passing laws that you can have lab meat now.
right,
You know, it's like you gotta we don't take enough time to turn that TV off, man. So even when we
right,
on social media, we still look at the news on social media. It's like when my social media is on, if I stay on, I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna give you a few laughs of some comics, that we know about. Godfrey is for one. I look at
yep,
Godfrey's channel, or I'm listening to Joe Dispenza tell you about quantum physics on there. Howie Long and his School of Greatness. You can direct what you have on social media, just like you can direct what you have on TV. A lot of people love to be programmed with nonsense, with distractive information. And that's why you
right.
have the people who are not well. That's why you don't realize that when you release these vices, man, you can find yourself. I'm going to say this right here. Say, focusing your energy on one thing. You know what I'm saying? You focus your
Yeah,
energy, you will find that your talents and abilities, they gain momentum, man. They gain direction. It's like we don't want to focus no more because we have that device in our hand, or as soon as we hear a notification, we pulling away from what we at work. You can see people at work with 10 tabs up. You know what I'm saying? Because they start typing, and then they see one of the notifications, then they jumping on Facebook. Now they on
hmm
TikTok. Now they on Threads. They got all these tabs open while they on their laptop at work, or on their
right.
computer on their desktop at work. So that's where, like you say, the walks in the park, the walk for lunch. You can go to lunch. Man, when I first started this, when I first got to move to Miami, me and this guy who we used to work together, but we used to go work out at lunchtime.
hmm
We'd sit up there and hear him eat, or maybe don't even eat. But we straight up on that pull up boy, that dip boy, because we worked right across the street from the workout equipment on the beach.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Nice.
a lot of things like that, man, can brighten your day. Give you that motivation to say, hey, you know what, man, let me keep going. Because
Yes.
once you find yourself distracted so much to where you don't even want to be, you just like now you lost because you steady picking up these bad vices. Go ahead, and continue with your list.
Okay. All right. So then we go to the social wellness. Okay, social wellness is building healthy relationships and meaningful connections with others.
Hmm.
So that would be the things like family and friendships, communication,
Right.
community involvement, healthy boundaries, giving and receiving support. And when it's talking about community involvement, it's like you said last week and the week before. All y'all got to do when things ain't going right in your community, go to those town hall meetings.
That's right.
That's community involvement.
That's
You
right.
speak your piece. or telling people on social media, don't nobody care. But you go to the town hall meeting, they're going to hear what you got to say.
Well,
They
and
might
then
not do
too,
what you want, but they at least got to listen.
I want to say this, man, about the town hall meeting too. We have to realize that when we got the elderlies in there, they are so brainwashed to where you got to be really on your thing. You got to be on your education because if you go in there half stepping and don't know, these people will give you to some of them old school programs that's still not helping nobody. Lady asked me the
Exactly.
other day, one of my clients asked me the other day, did you go vote? I said the only way that I will go vote if it'll be a collective of black people getting together and making demands.
Hmm.
Other than that, my vote does not matter because we've seen that in the presidential election when Hillary won by popular votes. They put Donald Trump
Hmm.
in because the
The electoral.
electoral college just jumped in and say this is what we're going to do. So once we leave this mindset of distractions of people on social media is more important than our well being. How about that?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When we leave that alone, we'll find ourselves in a better position. But we don't want to. We always talk about the past of well, they burnt down Greenwood, so why we gonna build another one? Because we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
And
burn
now we
all
can
of them
defend it.
things. Yeah, burn
Yeah.
all of them things. So the thing
Yeah.
is, man, I've been looking for groups to be a part of. Like I'm a part of these groups on social media where we put in $1 every month. You know what I'm saying? And it's right now we're up to like 50 people in the group. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you put up $1 every month. Everybody put up $1 every month, and then whatever we come up with at the end of the year, we're gonna come together and see what we can do. I'm gonna send that to you too, man. We can see, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
get everybody involved in it because it's like I had to just because I just started a couple of weeks ago, so I'm really just listening and seeing how they talk and seeing what their movement is. So that's why I haven't really
Hmm.
released any of the information because I don't want you. I wouldn't want to bring somebody into some unhealthy situations. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like
So you
I'm
don't
just
bring
listening
nobody no
to 'em.
bullshit.
Right. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
listening to them right now. Talk. They talk, and they seem to be on the up and up. So we gonna see how that
Okay.
goes. But then right now, it's but we got like you said, community involvement, man. We have to start back getting involved into the community that we live in.
Yes, for real. Okay, so as we keep on this wheel, the dimensional wheel, the next would be the financial wellness, and this is one of the biggest. And what thing is, people don't really pay attention to it until they're already in a survival mode. To where now you're struggling and you got to pay bills. You got to figure out where to do this, how to do this, how you gonna make it. But
Yeah,
actually, financial wellness is having a healthy relationship with money and developing financial stability. So, how do we do it? By budgeting, saving, managing debt, planning for the future, and understanding financial decisions. For some reason I'm thinking dimensions,
but you
but
gotta.
yeah,
I
understanding financial
don't,
decisions.
I don't mean to cut your
Mhm.
wisdom, but you have to remember this. Um, Warren Buffett said it best. You would never get rich by saving or by planning for the future, for that rainy day, rather.
Yeah, saving money for a rainy day.
You only become wealthy by investing your money.
Right.
Because as your money sits there, it depletes in value.
Eh,
You
Yeah.
can't make that money stretch if you just letting it sit there. So check this out. True story. Shout out to Blake. Um, put in I put in some I took matter of fact, I took out $100 out of my brokerage account. I'm
Hmm.
thinking that it's gonna be down some. I go back in there. Then now my dividends and my REITs, they done paid off. I got $200 in there for extra
Hmm.
money. You know what I'm saying? I done
Right.
pulled 100 out, but then when I looked in there the next day or the next 2 days, it was 100. I mean 200 in there extra. I
Mm-hmm.
say, that's what I'm talking about. So you never know what you're gonna have 5 years from now if you invest into the right company.
Exactly. That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? Oil is definitely gonna always be there. Gold is
Mm-hmm.
always gonna be there. You know, property is always going to be on. That's what a REIT is, a real estate investment trust. So when
Right.
you invest into these REITs, bro, MGM ain't never going out of business. Not that I can
Sure.
see. As long as Vegas is alive, Caesar's Palace. So
Mm-hmm.
I've invested into Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab's
Yeah.
been around forever. I got an ETF in Charles Schwab's. I got real estate in Charles Schwab. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and to the Stag. I got stocks in Stag. You know what I'm saying? That's what MGM. That's where most of the hotels rent from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we look at these ways to stay financially well by putting our money into companies that's gonna grow us. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you know, banks. I wouldn't. I only thing I do with a bank is collect the money and take it right back out.
Yeah. Exactly.
You
And
know.
when I was younger, like back in my early 20s, you used to be able, if you had a savings account, you were getting 4.9%, 4.99%. It's been going down every year up until where it is now. Now I think it's less than one, yeah, less than 1%
Hmm.
annual percentage. That doesn't even make any sense. But
Right.
look at the return they're getting for using your money at the same time.
Yeah.
But another thing, there's this book that I read that I recommend to everybody, especially young kids, but for everybody, and it's called The Richest Man in Babylon. Real
Oh
simple
yeah.
book. It's only about so thick. But I read the book, the physical book, but a lot of times when I'm driving, like every couple of months or so, I listen to the audio book on YouTube. And it's like they're talking in that old Roman style, like you see in the movies. And it teaches you financial literacy, but it makes it so simple that you can't misunderstand anything they're talking about.
Right.
I love the way they break it down. So anybody out there listening, if you get a chance, check out The Richest Man in Babylon for your financial literacy. Even for
Yeah.
kids, it'll teach you. It's a good way to at least get started. So the next dimension is going to be the spiritual wellness. So developing purpose, values, and a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. And this does not necessarily mean religion. And this would be personal values, purpose, reflection, gratitude, faith or spirituality, and connection to nature or humanity. So in this area, I know it's controversial when I say that I don't believe in religion,
Yeah.
but I am spiritual. But religion was created by man, and it
Oh
was
yeah.
created to control the masses.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to tell you what to think, how to think, and basically when. So with all the stuff that they were done, that's been done to us throughout slavery, it's all been blamed on the Bible. Every war, especially in
Yeah.
the old days,
Uh
all
huh.
came about because of religion. They said, "My God is better than your God, so we're going to take what you have."
But
But I,
what I truly believe, because I don't know for a fact, but what I believe is that the Bible was built off of those seven deadly sins that we have:
hmm
the
yeah,
pride, wrath, lust, envy,
gluttony,
gluttony. You know,
yeah,
avarice. Avarice is
yeah,
extreme greed for wealth and mental gain. I mean, material gain. That's avarice. And then you got sloth. That's reluctant to work on or make any efforts to do anything
just straight
positive. Yeah,
laziness.
yeah, extreme laziness too. Yeah, so that's where the Bible came from because religion came from those seven deadly sins. Man.
hmm
Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the different books in the Bible. See, people always want to quote what they took from the Bible and then try to apply it to your life. You know,
Right.
well, what did Job say? I say, regardless of what Job said, what did the book of Psalms say? You know, what did Proverbs say? You can't just take Job's and just try to make an example out of whatever you thinking that is going to fit for right now. You know, it might
Right.
fit for you in your life. Never be afraid of anything, man. That's what I tell
Exactly.
people all the time, man. You can't be scared of nothing. Anything that bleeds and breathes like you definitely better not fear it. Only reason
Really.
we fear God because we haven't seen him yet. And that's the way to be. But God is always within us. So we shouldn't even fear ourselves. Now you're saying you're scared of yourself if you fear God.
Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
And if we were back like before religion came to us, because we weren't born, well, people born in the recent years were born into Christianity. That's the only reason we're Christians. But
Right.
before Christianity was forced onto us, we believed in nature. We were
Yeah.
living longer, living healthier. We didn't
Right.
have all this animosity toward each other. We all lived in harmony with nature and with each other. But once they brought religion into it, that's when things started to separate. So
Right.
now
Right.
you hating your neighbor. They tell you, oh, you sh- uh, thou shalt not envy or covet thy neighbor's goods. But then what do you do? Because you're told not to, that's what you actually go and do.
Yeah.
Thou
Yeah.
shalt not steal. And to me, the only rule that I believe the commandment is the golden rule, basically. Treat others as you want to be treated, and there's no way you can commit sin against anybody
Right.
because you're not going to want to take any. You don't want nobody to take anything from you, so
You
you're not taking from anybody else. You're not
part.
disrespecting somebody else if you don't want anybody to disrespect you. But when you start doing these things and somebody do it back to you, now you mad.
Well, just look
Why?
at the government. Look at the government do. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? They lock us up for everything that they do to themselves,
Yeah.
but they don't lock themselves up. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Yep.
I'm trying to think back to this podcast I was watching. I think it was Grits and Eggs. He was talking about no, that was Plies. Plies said it best. He said, we go to jail for selling fentanyl, but
Mhm.
they don't go to jail for selling us fentanyl in our foods or processed foods that's killing us. But
Right.
we sell drugs and go to jail, but they sell us bad food and don't go to jail.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that they do to us, they try to make us look like the bad guy when we do it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that's the craziest stuff ever, man. How this world, I mean, how this government just plays these mind games and plays these tricks and thinking it's cool to do it.
Yeah.
Until we get together and say, hey, man, I'm loving this energy right now because I heard a lady on the radio say, y'all better stay woke. Y'all see how they
Yeah.
trying to treat us. Y'all see how they trying to treat us out here. They selling us lab meat. I'm talking about this was a lady who worked at the radio station.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when the radio station started talking like that, even if she just said that and didn't say nothing else for the rest of the show, I'm cool
Right.
with that because now whoever heard that little segment right there is like, wait a minute, what she talking about? What she say?
Right. Now you start thinking.
And you bringing
You go do
awareness.
your research.
You
Hmm.
start you doing your research, and that's where we at. That's where we should be at. But
Yeah.
everybody's so used to going along just to get along.
Hmm.
And that's the
That's
reason
just
we don't have any new leaders like, well, we got 19 Keys, Billy Carson. Billy Carson is really not the
yeah.
leader, but we got Rizza Islam. He's pretty much a great leader. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of leaders out here who are really making a difference and bringing awareness to our neighborhoods and bringing awareness to us mentally, you know,
Right.
enlightening our minds with new information. And it really, if you don't gain new information on a daily basis, you really not you're part of the problem. You
Yep.
really are. You're part of the problem. Because you're going along to get along, and it's sad to say, and it's sad to see.
And that's what got us where we are now.
You
That
feel me?
black bullet. Yep.
Black
All those
bootleg.
people who can make a difference, but
Don't.
instead of making a difference, they just going along and following what they're told to do.
Well,
It's
because they
basically just
can't,
like
they
the
don't
house
want to mess up
members.
their check. They don't want to
Yeah.
mess up their check, man. And it's
Yeah.
and if you keep allowing, now I look at it like this: if I got about 60 million, 20 million, or whatever the case some of them have, it's time to cut the black bootleg off. I'm good.
Yeah.
So now I know how to flip my own money now. If
Exactly.
you
But
get
what they
that
gonna
kind of
do to
money,
you?
yeah, man. Once you get that kind of money, it's time to leave them people alone, man, and start building and start creating for our communities.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they killed Tupac. Tupac told him like this, man, you got all these millionaires and we got homeless people out here.
Yeah.
The two don't go together. And you see what they did to them people about their church when they started bringing in the homeless people. They told them they were gonna shut their church down.
Mm.
If that ain't the craziest thing, bro, that's why there's so many mental illness patients out here in this world on our end. You know what I'm saying? There's so many homeless veterans. There's so many homeless people, period. I've seen too many homeless people, white people in the black community out here begging. I
Yeah.
look at them crazy. I'm like, bro, you messed up your white privilege. I'm not gonna help you. I know we are supposed to be humanity and all, but hey man, you in the world, you go clean yourself up, do your shaving, and go up there and just even stand close to them, man. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
with a nice suit on. You straight, pimp.
Mm-hmm. End
Yeah,
up
we
getting the
clean our
job
face
right
up,
away.
man. We clean our face up and put a suit on. They gonna start looking at us like, oh, they
We
trying to get
still
close.
black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get all off in our business then, trying to find any smudge of dirt they can. Oh look, oh see, look, we knew it,
Yep.
and that's
We
where
knew that
that's
was
what we
coming.
make, man. But hey, man, when we stop telling people our business, man, we gonna be some cold money. Well, we gonna be some cold money. We talk
Mm-hmm.
too much. We talk too much, man. That's our problem. We talk too much.
Even
We
when
want
you
to
got
show
something
out.
good.
We want to
Yeah.
flash
Yes.
instead of you know getting that emotional check, getting that emotional intelligence in check, man. Let's
Right.
put that back on the forefront. Okay, what you got next, Mike?
Okay, next is occupational and vocational wellness. And that's finding fulfillment and balance in your work or career, which would be purposeful work, career
Mm-hmm.
development, work life balance,
Yeah,
using your strengths in a healthy workplace relationships or healthy workplace relationships. But see,
yeah.
these are, I mean, you spending at least 8 hours of your day at work.
10. Some of us.
Well,
Some,
yeah, some of them 12,
now
right?
they got to where you're doing 12-hour shifts for 3 days or 4 days or whatever the case may be, and you
Right.
staying there longer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now you have to, but it's like the people who work on the police force, where they make mistakes at is they don't do enough evaluations after somebody done seen, after a bad accident, after a shooting. They don't do enough
Mhm.
evaluations. They put these people back on the street, and now that's where I believe that we getting a lot of black people shot from, because these dudes are still with that schizophrenia, like that somebody's trying to get them. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
why do you think somebody's trying to attack you when all we doing is complying with what you got going on and what you're saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Get down on the
not,
ground, bro. My hands are already up. What is you yelling for? My hands are already in the
man,
air.
I saw something earlier today. Somebody they put a video up. They were just making a point, basically. But a
Right,
white dude came out of a trailer with a gun in hand. The cops standing there with their guns pointed. I'm about putting the gun down. Then it's like, oh, is it a real gun? Is it a cap gun? The dude shoots at him. They still didn't shoot back. They're like, oh man, that's a real gun. You see my back window? But not once did they point their guns and fire. Had that
right.
been a black man, you come out with your hands up and you're gonna get shot. Oh shit.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's
I am
where.
knocking my damn camera off.
Because see, you know what? You know what the problem is, man. We steady talk about it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If we go back to the '90s, in the '90s we was shooting about it. L.A.
Mm-hmm.
gangs used to shoot at the police. In Dallas, Texas, we used to shoot at the police. D.C. used to shoot at the police. They not even scared anymore. I remember it was a time in life white people used to walk across the lock their doors when we rolled up on the side of them in a car. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But they done subdued all of the anger in us to make us feel like we're part of them in some facet to where we don't even check our own mental life. Say, man, why are they so cool with us on this part, but not cool with us when we're trying to make a move and get our people up in arms, and into a place of achievement and thriving and striving.
That boils down to
But we
finance.
don't we don't we don't pay attention to that. We just so happy to be a part of something that's
Right.
I'm with the elites. Oh no, you're not. No, you're not with the elites.
Nope.
You need to
Still an
you need
outsider.
to check yourself mentally to think that you're part of that. And see, when we got people like Jasmine Crockett, man, making a difference in them office and in them rooms, that's when they shut us down. That's when they tell us, "Oh no, no, we can't have her, man. She's too much.
Right.
She's gonna get, yeah,
She's
she's gonna
speaking too
blow our
much.
cover."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
But that's what we need more of, not just her. We need more. But most
yeah,
people get in and they get in that position and it's like, oh, I'm good now. I get that monthly check. I get on this committee. I can get these kind of kickbacks. I get over here. I get this. So now they don't want to mess it up. It's like
man, and
that ain't
I
what
love,
you there for.
and that's why I love what I do, man. Because see, once I get into these houses, man, I get to meet people, and I'm
Hmm.
making a difference in some of them because I'm dealing with a client right now. Her daughter has lupus. And so I gave her the juices that, I mean, the ingredients to do that green juice that Yaki told us about when he
Hmm.
first healed himself. You know what I'm saying? And I told her about it, showed her which ingredients to get. Don't you know these people are still out here buying McDonald's and things, man? I said, say, man, if I give you the information, man, at least try it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't come in here with a bag of fries and talk about some. Nah, it's just fries. Nah, but you got to remember the ingredients that they put in their fries. We're not talking about
exactly.
what you're thinking about. We're speaking about things that's really the ingredients of their fries. It's not just the potato. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So we have to realize that even though we out here trying to help people, I ain't even say trying. We out here helping people. A lot of people don't even help. I was telling my son about that word try yesterday.
Hmm.
Has anybody ever tried to do anything? Either you're going to pick the glass up or you're not going to pick it up. You
Exactly.
can't try to do anything. That word is a bad word in vocabulary.
Yeah. Trying just means you're giving yourself an excuse. You already, before you
Fail.
even make a
Right.
mistake, you're giving
You're giving
yourself an
yourself an
excuse to
excuse
fail.
to fail.
Like, and then the first thing you'll say when you don't get it done, well, I tried. No, because
No.
if either you're going to do it or you don't.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's not even but I'm trying to say, I want to see you try to turn the TV off or try to turn your camera off.
Right?
You're gonna either do it or you're not. It's no word.
Yeah.
The word try is made up. It's a myth.
Yep.
Nobody tries to do anything. They just don't do it. So that's why I always
Exactly.
explain to people now lately, bro. When I hear words come out of people's mouth, I say, let me ask you a question. How does that fit in your everyday life? How does that fit in your future? How does
Hmm.
that word even does that word even make sense to you? Have you ever really thought about that word? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My kid's grandmother, I had to check her on one. I ain't check her, but I had to say something to her. Oh, I'm getting old. I said, old? Are you
Uh,
breaking up? Is you becoming brittle? What you mean you getting old? Only thing that gets old is money and clothes, young lady. I say you're becoming more seasoned. Oh, I like that.
yep.
Yeah, yeah, I'm seasoned. It's like we gotta start really mentally checking in, man. You
Yes.
gotta give yourself a
Absolutely.
wellness check in, man, a mental check in on what am I saying to myself? What am I doing to myself? Hey, man, are my kids all right? Are my grandparents, are my mama's, you know, you gotta do a mental check in. I see so many ladies not liking their mothers.
Yeah.
Baby, I wish I had my mom. I wish I had my daddy here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't
And those.
have neither one of my parents to go talk to and just have a great conversation or a laugh or, you know, me and my pops, we wasn't on good terms, but shit, that was still my daddy. I still hollered at
Right.
him before he burnt out of here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
little things like that, when you don't have it, I guarantee you, when you don't have it, you gonna
Yeah.
tell you. But yeah, man,
Oh,
we gonna go ahead.
yeah. You blacked out for a minute there, but yeah, I got you. All right. And
Yeah, the phone was ringing.
oh, okay. And next was environmental wellness, and that's recognizing how your surroundings affect your physical and psychological well-being. So, just like safe living environment, clean surroundings, connection with nature, reducing environmental stress, or creating an organized, healthy space. So,
Yeah, yeah,
all these are things in your environment that make a difference. Most people, they don't, I mean, as much as we talk about how the environment affects you psychologically as well as physically, a lot of people don't seem to realize how it really does. Because, I mean, when you
right.
want to do good, you start changing things about yourself to try to be better, but then
Yeah,
you still hanging with the same people that you were getting in trouble with before.
right.
It's like it doesn't work. Because if you keep doing the same things you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting the same results that you've been getting.
That
You
part.
can't do something new and still be stuck in the same place.
You can't straddle the fence.
Nah, one side or the other.
Yeah,
Because I know for a man, if your feet slip and you drop,
bro,
that's
I'm
the
telling
worst
you,
feeling in the world.
me, me and one of my partners, man, me and my one of my close friends down here, we used to drink alcohol every day. Remy, Douce,
Mhm.
Johnny Walker, these was our drinks. We had phases, let me say that. First, I was drinking the Blue Top, the Seagram's vodka, drinking that
Mhm.
religiously. Then that's when I had the cancer and the back surgery and all that. Stopped
Uh-huh.
drinking that. Started drinking the sugar or the Remy. We doing fifths of Remy at night. Me and him just sitting up talking, laughing, joking, whatever. This goes on for months, years. Then we was on Douce for a little bit. Bro, now I go over there. He may drink some Beck's beer. And you know, I had me a little bottle of champagne. And we sit around and just laugh about what we used to do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you remember because we both came up on the spot. We rode up on the spot on bicycles.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now he got people working for him. I got people working with me. And it's like, bro, I say, bro, you see how the life has went for us because of our mindsets and the way we look at
Yeah.
life and the way we maneuver through life. You know what I'm saying?
It has
So
to. If
yeah,
you don't
man.
change something,
Yeah, man, we have to always do a mental check-in, man. We always have to check ourselves on where we headed and what is this what does this have to do with my future? Everything I'm doing
right.
now. It's like, what does it have to do with my future? What does it have to do with my future? The words I got that I have coming out of my mouth. What does it have to do with
Right.
my future? You know? So yeah, man, I love it, man.
Yeah. And then this is where it was talking about if you think of wellness as a wheel, the dimensions influence one another. For example, financial stress can affect your mental health. And I'm sure most of everybody has already felt that. Because when you
Yeah,
got financial problems, you got problems. It's like no matter what, ain't nothing going good.
right.
Poor sleep can affect your emotional regulation. Because you hear
Yeah.
people, oh, I ain't getting no sleep last night. Now the least little thing is gonna piss you off. Then you got an unhealthy work environment can affect your physical health. And it's true
Oh
because
yeah.
if you got an unhealthy environment, all of a sudden now you got headaches, you
You know,
can't breathe, tight chest, all kinds of things.
do you know
Okay.
that my well, me looking at Dr. Joe Dispenza, he explained to me the reason that cancer came about in the body because of stressful environments. My blood, my nervous system, all of that started changing, so that the multi-myeloma in the plasma in my bones, I mean, all of that started to change. The DNA of that changed, and that's what brought about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what Yaki said, that detox your blood, get clean blood. I mean, get you a blood cleanser and change and stop eating the meats. Stop eating anything with eyes. Only eat greens and fruits. And that way my nervous system will come back to its own original state. So that's why I be, adamant about how I eat and how I think and how I move, because I can't be around stressful situations, because now I know what causes
Right.
you to get cancer, what causes you to get certain ailments in your bones in your body.
Yep. And even who was it? Jim Rome was
Yeah,
talking about it as well. Everybody's like that negativity in your body brings about dis-ease,
that's right.
which is disease. And the
Yeah,
thing is, I saw did some research a few years back, and they were talking about cancer. And supposedly, human beings as a whole have those cancer cells in your body. The negativity that you put yourself through throughout your life activates it. So it's like you can actually give yourself cancer by being negative all the time,
yeah,
always having these negative thoughts, your negative actions.
right.
Positivity can destroy those cells. So,
No, that's for real. I really truly see that, man. Because
yeah,
I go through these phases to where it's like, I feel good one day, next day I feel like I want to eat up all the bad food. Give me ribs, give me chicken,
hmm
give me, you know what I'm saying? And then the next day I go get a smoothie. I don't even think about it no more.
right. That's right. Because yeah, the body's going to want things sometimes.
That
But if
right
you keep
there,
giving
man.
your body a lot of sugar and processed food, it's going to want more of it.
Yeah,
It's like the Blob. Remember that movie, The Blob? It
yeah,
started out as like a little big piece of clay.
right,
As soon
right.
as it ate the cat, it grew. Then it
Boom.
started eating people and more and more.
Yeah,
So basically, your body's doing the same thing. If you start eating that sugary stuff and processed foods, fats, you're just going to want to keep eating more of it.
that's for
But
real.
while I was doing the study of being a nutritionist, it says that those things, the body, it's like receptors in your body that are attracted, like your taste buds. When you
Right.
taste salt and sugar, it makes you want more. When you cut it out, you don't even miss it. But the
Now,
more of it you eat, the more of it you're gonna want. And that's sugary
mhm.
drinks or whatever. So you just have to make yourself, not make yourself, but just have to make the decision to move away from that stuff, and that's going to increase your health.
Yeah, start trading your resentment for gratitude.
Yes, absolutely.
You know? And
That's
that's
a
what,
big thing.
yeah. And then you'll feel the difference in your life when you do stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Because everybody's, they, oh man, if I would have did this or if I would have did, it's like, man, you can't go backwards in life,
Right. Just be grateful
you
for
know.
what you got.
Yeah,
Be grateful for just waking up in the morning. That's what makes a difference.
yeah, yeah. No, and that's for real. So, with stress has always been a major problem. 70% of people struggle with um burnout, and 72 struggle with stress. So
Hmm.
each of us have the answers to each of our problems. Each of us have answers to our problems, but what do? We stress about it too much or too long, and
Right.
then that turns into what you say a disease.
Yeah. Focusing
You
on
know,
things that don't matter,
it don't matter, man. And then
especially
like
things that you can't control.
right, and like with me, if I feel like if I couldn't fix people's houses, I don't know what I would be doing right now. You know,
Hmm.
it's like, man, it's like, bro, I get a kick out of going in somebody's crib, videoing the before, stripping the place all the way down to the studs, seeing how rotted the wood is, scabbing
Hmm.
on to if it's bad, scab on some fresh wood, put the new wood down, and then when they come in, bro, and when I show them the new wood, I show them the old stuff, but when I show them the new wood, they be like, man, you are truly a blessing.
Yeah.
And you know how that energy feels when you hear somebody tell you that you're a blessing to them?
Mm.
When you grew up in a neighborhood to where you was nothing but a problem to your mama, a problem to your
Right.
neighbors, a problem to you. You see what I'm saying? So now
Yep.
me and Nick at this big age, I keep hearing that. I'm like, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
It
Do
was
what you
all
want
worth
to
it.
do.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But Mike, we're gonna wrap it up real here, little short, man, because we started late. But what you got on the? What you got? You got something good
So,
on the go out?
let me see. All right, I'm gonna go with a simple go out this time. It's like
Yeah,
wellness is not about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years.
that right there.
Yeah.
It said Frederick Douglass said this back in the day. If there's no struggle, then there's no progress.
Hmm. That's true.
If
That is so true. Check you
there's
out.
no
Getting
struggle,
into the
there's no.
profound stages now. That's what I'm talking about.
Working it out. We working it out, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. Until next week, y'all. It's been. I'm telling you, we can talk about this all day, but I want everybody to do a wellness check in, man, and get that thing back in order, man. Because a lot of words that we speak to ourselves, a lot of words that we speak out loud, are really not what's helping you
Mm,
for your future. It's not gonna direct you into the right direction of your future, man. So let's do
exactly.
better, y'all. Hey man, next week, 8:30. Tune in
Peace.
Wednesday. Gotcha. Peace, my brother. Thank you.
Peace.
Yes,
Great
sir.
show, man.
Yes, sir.
Nice.